Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you're doing well on this Friday night. Well, not Friday night. It's almost nighttime for me. Well, no, it's a couple hours before it starts getting dark. Well, I hope you're doing well. And for those that are maybe been wondering, I'm still here. I just didn't do a video yesterday. I wanted to. Don't get me wrong. I really did, but it was like my day off, and I told myself, you know what? Treat yourself. 2024. Ever, oh man, that's an old Parks and Rec joke. But anyways, I decided to quote unquote treat myself and just kind of hang back and do nothing. And I say that with a grain of salt. I did things, but I did things very slowly. Like this is how bad it was. I was I was like I was like I would do like one thing, you know? I would do one thing and then I'd sit down on the couch and just like kick back and relax. Like literally, I did nothing. I would sit back and relax and chill. And it was glorious. It was nice. It was nice having to sit back and just chill and not have any noise or any loud things happening, and just like having all these things you have to do throughout the day, And so I would do small things throughout the day, and then I'd go ahead and relax for a second. Man, I'm being kind of heavy with this. I'm being a little bit too aggressive. And that's what I did. And I did that throughout the day, and eventually it became nighttime, and I was like, I'd like to do videos at night, but I just don't have the lighting for it. Like the lighting itself in this room just gets really bad. And even though the videos like I'm not saying that the lighting's perfect in these. Obviously, they could be better. Future goals. Get better lighting. But I'm not saying that the lighting's perfect. But when it's really dark, man, it looks terrible. It looks like I'm drawing in a dungeon. And so I just say to myself, hey, let's just go ahead and let's go ahead and forego the video for the day, and we'll be okay. We'll live. Well, I mean, I lived obviously, but I didn't do any drawing that day, and that's okay. It's there's this thing where like there's at this point, this has been happening a lot, and I talk about it a lot on my channel. Is you get these like trends happening on YouTube, where they're talking about how don't draw every day, blah blah blah. And I think one of the arguments that they had why you shouldn't draw every day is because you kind of set yourself up for failure. Like you're setting yourself up for these goals that are insurmountable, like they're impossible to do. Like they're not lying. There is some truth to that. It's hard to draw every day. It's hard to set up some time just to do something consistently each day. And I will give you that. I don't have I have the intention of drawing every day, but I don't set it as like a goal. Or as some sort of like marker for a successful day, because every time I do that, just kind of set myself up for failure. And I don't want to set myself up for failure. I don't want to make myself feel bad that I didn't hit that goal, And a lot of people would say, "Oh man, you should be mad or upset that you weren't able to get that drawing in for the day." I'm like, yeah, I used to be kind of upset. I used to kind of get a little frustrated and a little deterred, a little bit, I don't know about depressed, but definitely a little down on myself for not finishing or getting in a little bit of drawing. But not so much anymore. And it's just a marker of accomplishment. It's not a gauge. Like it just says, whenever I do a live stream or get a little bit of drawing in for the day, it's kind of like, hey, good job, man. Invisible high five to yourself. It's just kind of like that. It's just like a gauge, or it's just like it's just a reminder that you did something good for yourself. It's just kind of like some people, going to the gym is a way to kind of show it's just a way to show that you did something of value for your health, et cetera, et cetera. It's no different than that. And these videos I make, and whenever I get a little bit of drawing in, it's just like saying to yourself, good job, man, good job. And if I miss it, that's fine. That's fine too. It's not worth the mental energy to like beat yourself up over it. Because I've been there, and it's not fun. It's like, man, you really get in this like habit of just, it's hard to explain. Like you're negative. You're finding things to be negative about. You're searching for reasons to be negative, and it's just not productive. So I've gotten used to saying, hey, you missed it today. Good. That's fine. Go. Tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow will be better. And it has. It's been very beneficial. I think this is turning out pretty well, even though it's going to take me some time. I'm just slowly playing around with adding values and such, and just playing around with it, and then we'll see where it takes me. I don't know where it's going to go, and perhaps that's a good thing. If I knew where all my drawings were going when I first started them, I probably would not continue them. If I knew the final outcome of every drawing, it'd probably make the act of drawing boring and unexciting, because you're like, the end of the story. It's kind of like, who's the guy that is supposedly finishing up the Game of Thrones series? He like, I don't remember him. Like, apparently a lot of people are like getting on to him about it, because he hasn't finished the series, and I guess in his mind, you already know what the series, how the story. He already, in his mind, the series has already ended, because of Game of Thrones. The show has ended. So because he knows the ending, he's less motivated to finish it. It's kind of the same thing here. If I knew how my drawings and paintings ended, I'd be like, I already know how this road's going. Let's just go do something else. And so, as I said, like if I knew where my drawings were going, I'd probably be less inclined to do them. And perhaps that's part of the journey in drawing, is just seeing where they take you and seeing where they go. Anyways, that's kind of a weird tangent. I'm kind of everywhere on this video. I'm always everywhere on these videos. I apologize, man. I'm just always jumping around. Sometimes they have they're really poignant and to the point. Or is it poignant? Poignant? Is it like POIGNANT or NENT? I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm kind of going everywhere today, and that's okay. I'm just, as I said, I'm actually excited that this has been a while, but this is a video that I did today that I didn't have to get up at 5. So I'm not necessarily trying a new thing, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out ways, or I'm just trying to figure out how I can do my live stream, but do it, not my live stream, like my video. I'm just trying to figure out how I can get my drawing in, but do it casually and not feel like it's like I'm fighting myself. And because everything I do right now feels like a chore. It feels like, I got to do this, I got to do that. It all feels like work to me. Every single thing that I'm doing just feels like work. And that can be just like mentally draining and tiring and fatiguing, all that jazz. Anyways, we're hitting up the close to 10-minute mark. I will see you all tomorrow. Hope you have a wonderful Friday. Cheers, my friends.